Most people don't avoid investing because they're bad with money. They avoid it because investing seems more complicated than it really is. Stocks, ETFs, Roth IRAs, 401ks, brokerage accounts, index funds. It feels like everyone else knows something you don't. They don't. The hardest part of investing isn't deciding what to buy. It's knowing where to begin. So today, let's make this simple. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your first step is. Let's be honest. If you've ever searched, "How do I start investing?" you probably ended up more confused than when you started. One person tells you to buy individual stocks. Another says never buy individual stocks. Someone tells you to open a Roth IRA. Someone else says you need a brokerage account. Then another person starts talking about expense ratios, asset allocation, dollar cost averaging. And somewhere along the way, you stop trying to learn. Because now it feels like everyone is speaking a different language. So you close the video or the website and tell yourself, "I'll figure it out later." The problem is, later has a funny way of turning into months, sometimes years. Here's the good news. You don't need to understand everything today. You just need to know where to start. So, let's start there. So where do you begin? Not by picking stocks, not by trying to predict the market. You begin by opening an investment account. Think about buying something online. Before you can buy anything, you usually create an account. Investing works the same way. Before you can buy your first investment, you need an investment account. Once you've done that, you've already taken the biggest step, because you've stopped thinking about investing and started preparing to invest. Now comes the question almost everyone asks. Okay, what do I buy? This is where many beginners get stuck. They think they have to find the perfect company. You don't. For many people, a broad, low-cost index fund is a great place to start. An index fund lets you become a small owner in hundreds of companies with a single investment. Why does that matter? Because companies don't all perform the same way. Some will have great years, others won't. Instead of hoping you pick the one company that succeeds, you're becoming a small owner in hundreds of companies all at once. You're not depending on the success of just one. Let's say you invested in only one company. If that company has a great year, that's fantastic. But what if it doesn't? The truth is, none of us knows the future. That's why so many long-term investors choose to own hundreds of companies instead of trying to guess the one winner. You're not trying to predict the future. You're giving yourself the opportunity to grow with the market over time. If that sounds almost too simple, that's because it is. Good investing usually is. Great, your account is open, you've chosen an investment. Now make one more good decision. Automate it. Decide how much you're comfortable investing every month. Maybe it's $20, maybe it's $50, maybe it's $100. The amount isn't nearly as important as the habit. Life gets busy, bills show up, the car needs repairs. Something always seems to come up. Automatic investing helps make sure your future doesn't always get pushed to next month. Every automatic deposit is another good financial decision, even on the days you're not thinking about it. Imagine checking your account years from now. You probably won't remember every $20 investment or every $50 investment, but your future self will, because all those small decisions quietly kept working in the background. At this point, you might still be thinking, "I don't have enough money," or "What if the market goes down?" Those are fair questions. The good news is, you don't need thousands of dollars to begin. Start with what you can comfortably afford. Remember, you're building a habit, not trying to get rich overnight. And yes, the market will go down sometimes. That's normal. If you're investing for the long term, there will always be ups and downs. Trying to wait for the perfect time usually means waiting forever. The better decision is simply to begin. Imagine you've done everything we've talked about. You've opened your account. You've bought your first investment. You've even set up automatic investing. Now what? Honestly, not much. And that's actually a good thing. You don't need to check your account every day. You don't need to watch the financial news every night. And you don't need to panic every time the market has a bad day. You've already done the hard part. You got started. Now your job is simple. Keep investing, keep learning, and let time do its job. Let's keep this simple. You don't need to know everything before you start investing. You just need to take the first step. Get your account set up. Choose a broad, low-cost index fund. Set up automatic investing. Then, be patient, keep learning, and let time work for you. If you've watched this far, don't spend the rest of today watching more investing videos. Take the first step. Get your account set up. Tomorrow, you can keep learning. But today, start. Your future isn't built by one giant choice. It's built by thousands of tiny ones. One decision at a time, one day at a time, one habit at a time. So before you make your next financial decision, check your compass. If you found value in this video, subscribe. And remember, the compass doesn't choose the path, you do. I'll see you in the next one.